there, it's me, just back to share a little bit of my thoughts. So, when life gives you a bunch of lemons, do you make lemonade? I think I realized I do, and I sip it all the time. I'm always sipping on that lemonade because you know what I realize that no matter what happens to me, what life throws my way, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to keep going. And I'm going to keep going and I'm going to get where I want to get to. And so, interestingly enough, 2020 has been a really year for the books, a year to forget about, and a year where we have all kind of experienced the same thing all together, right? It's been a tough year for many of us. Those of us who have made it to 2021, well, we should really count our blessings and be really fortunate that we're here and that we have an opportunity to live another year, another day. Many people in 2020 have lost significant loved ones. Their whole lives have changed. Businesses have went down. Unemployment rate through the roof. They themselves have gotten sick or have, many, many things have happened. So, I'm not immune to that. I'm not immune to that. I realize that I'm also a citizen of this earth. I realize that I'm also human and vulnerable. But here's the thing. I'm not really a big person on New Year's resolutions. In fact, I don't even celebrate New Year's. I'm the kind of person, when I go to bed at 9 o'clock, I don't care what day of the week it is. I don't really stay up for New Year's, never really have. But, I do have a plan to better my life, to improve my life, since leaving my previous relationship that was 19, 20 years long. I've been divorced now about 6 years, and I've been on this quest to stand again, to, make this amazing life for myself. And I'm not being facetious. I mean it. The thing is I realize it's going to take time. And so part of that journey is unraveling the nonsense that I've told myself, the nonsense that I've believed about women and gender and roles and blah, 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 right? And so, interestingly enough, I did have some ideas of things that I do want to start doing differently. Not that it was a New Year's resolution. It was more like it's just time. Ironically, it just so happens to have fall on that day. No pun intended. But on January 1st, I went out, played some tennis. I've played tennis recently prior to that, but this particular day, I went out, played some tennis, and I tripped, fell, slipped. I don't really know what happened, and all I know is that I was going down. And at my age, when you go down, it's not so graceful. But I was going down, and I felt a massive pain in the back of my leg. I thought somebody hit me, and it was, of course, there's nobody behind me to hit me, but I go down, and I notice that as I'm going down, I'm holding on, gripping onto my ankle, and I'm thinking, I'm going to be okay. 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 And it was a long way down, and I knew that no matter what, no matter how long that way down was, the floor was ultimately going to stop me, and I was going to be okay. Metaphorically speaking, now that I found out that I ruptured my Achilles tendon playing tennis, I'm going to be okay. The Lord told me He's going to help me walk again, because divorcing and separating from a 20-year marriage has been really difficult. You kind of lose your identity in that relationship, and when you look in the mirror, you don't see yourself anymore. You see yourself in that other person. And so there's a lot of psychological and emotional and changes that occur in that separation and dissolving of that relationship. And it doesn't happen with a divorce decree. It happens over time. It happens with healing. It happens with growth. And a lot of it has to do with forgiveness and acceptance. But now, back to my leg. Here it is, January 1st, and I get off to this start with now having to hop on one leg. Ironically, it happened to my right leg, so now I can no longer drive either. And but to me, that glass is still half full, you see. So no matter what happens, it's not going to kill my spirit. It's not going to kill my drive. It's not going to kill my determination, or my perception or analysis of the situation. I'm going to continue to go forward. And so I encourage you to really look at your life and see what it is that stops you from achieving your dreams, from going after your goals, from determining whether or not you feel depressed or anxious, or unfulfilled, unsatisfied, angry, resentful, bitter. And I can go on and on and on. You know, for many people, January is really a good month to do this analysis and to begin to set new goals for themselves. And so this is my first video of this year and this month, of course, and my leg up to my knee is wrapped, as I wait to see a specialist to find out what the treatment is for my leg. Of course, I've read about it, not for my leg, for my ankle, my Achilles tendon, and educating myself, but I'm still taking this time as an opportunity to reevaluate some things in my own life, right? And know that not even this will stop me. Know that no matter what, I'm still fine. I'm still okay. I can still do what it is that I need to do, understanding that sometimes things happen beyond, beyond reason, beyond what we know the reason that things may have occurred to us. But if we sit back and we're boo-hoo and poor me and oh no and what now and this is why I can't get anything done because this happens to me, me, guess what you're going to get? Guess. You probably already know. You're going to get the short end of the stick because that's the end of the stick that you're grabbing onto. Stop doing that. It's not going to help you at all. It's going to contribute to anxiety and depression. It's going to contribute to you not succeeding and not getting to where you want to get to. Focus on the positive. Focus on what you can do in your life and keep following your dreams and your goals and your desires. Shift your thoughts. Learn how to forgive. Understand that that glass is always, always, always half full. It's always half full. But you have to see that. So, this video is about, sharing, of course, some of my challenges, but also to encourage you to take a different look at how you perceive things. Understand that things are not always as difficult as we like to think they are. Understand that you probably are really doing okay. And so I encourage you to make that lemonade. And past making the lemonade, you might want to take a sip or two. And you might want to enjoy it. And you might want to give thanks to the lemon tree for having given you the lemons to make the lemonade. You know where I'm going with this. All right, take care.